Question was asked how I removed this broken file. As you can see, the file is broken pretty deep down the canal, and around a slight curvature too. So the way I did it in this case was, of course, remove the gutta-percha. Then I used the Gates Glidden file, size 2, and I enlarged this area here up to the top of the file. I could see the file. I use a surgical operating microscope, of course, so be really careful using a Gates Glidden file. You can easily strip perf if you're not careful. As I said, I use a surgical operating microscope, and I have extensive experience, years of experience. So you want to get good at this. You need to practice on extracted teeth. Break a file in a canal of an extracted tooth, and you can try my method and practice, and over time you become proficient at it. So remove the gutta-percha, use the Gates Glidden file to the top of the file. I could see the broken file under the microscope, the surgical operating microscope. Then I like the tip 8 of the Pro Ultra ultrasonic tips. It's designed by Dr. Ruddle. I'm sure you all know Dr. Ruddle. Okay, so tip 8. Let me open the box so you see what kind of tip it is. All right, so that's the tip. And pretty much almost every time I use it to remove a broken file, I will break it. Every time. And these files ain't cheap, but every time I use it, I break it. So this this retreatment cost me a lot of money. I went through so many C files to try to regain patency, packs and packs of C files, and of course broke this tip number 8. Unfortunately, as I said, every time I use it, I break it. But that's what you want. Then what I do is I just trough around it slowly under the surgical operating microscope, trough around it, while my assistant is using the air, and then I put the tip of this file over the broken tip of this ultrasonic tip over the top of the file, and I try to vibrate it counterclockwise. So you can see this file looks like a screw, and if it was turning clockwise, just like a screw, it was screwed into the dentin. So my goal is to vibrate it out, and I try to vibrate it counterclockwise to unscrew it as my assistant is blowing air into the canal here. And what happened here is usually what happens in every case. The broken file just popped right out. It popped right out. And as you saw, it was this one right here.